Okay, and it seems we're live. So, yeah, a bit of an early live stream today. Only thought of this Landslides between me and Hectares of Desolation and Woe. I bet you can't. Yes, I do not find myself able to wait to meet him. But it seems that there are more than... no, well, there's more than just me waiting for this. Also, let me just take a moment to announce this live stream on the Discord. Which is something I totally forgot about. I actually wanted to, but I forgot about it entirely. That was on me. We're also up a bit earlier than usual today. I do not know why. Also, I just thought I claimed those entrances, but no, they just stopped on red when I paused the game. There we go. Announcement made. And there goes that. So let's unpause the game here. And let's quickly take stock of what we have. So my first thing would be to actually even out those rooms here. So it's a huge area. We can also completely flatten those out, but I believe we'll just go with the rectangular shape for now. Quite sure one of those actually has... oh, there are gems, so we want to go that way. But something tells me it's not going to be a safe journey. They usually let you take the... do I have any creatures? No. Give me a fifth imp, please. They usually give you at least the first portal for very, well, cheap. You usually get there almost free, with very little risk, unless they give you some creatures first. I would suspect some heroes up here. That's clearly a dungeon. Okay, this one. You can always look at those gold seams here, and if you notice some corners missing, you know that there is something behind it. And it might not be a good idea to actually get into it and... alright, we need the treasury. Totally forgot about that. Let's build the treasury then. Let's use this little ring area here. You know what, screw it. Let's make a bigger one. It's not going to be able to house that much gold anyway, because this is very inefficient. We can only store like one single pot of gold on those tiles each. So I'm half tempted to actually add this to my treasury. Although, of course, this would also do nicely filled with traps. We get 3 boulder traps along this way here, and you can kill a lot of stuff. Let's put the treasury. Why the hell not? This would also have been a nice lair, at least this 3 tile wide area here. Would have allowed me to keep a lot of creatures around and close the dungeon heart. Something tells me this is not safe. Okay, let's have this become the work area, so we'll expand this a slight bit. Because I want this to be my chicken farm. A hatchery, rather. The only downside is I can't expand this way. We're already at the south, so we can't go past this border here. Much to my personal dismay, I might add. I would like to actually get all my working rooms, all the rooms where creatures have to work in, where they get hungry from. I'd like to have those nearby the nearby the hatchery. I'm gonna waste some space here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 6. 3. Okay, so this here will be the library. And as usual, 5x5 should do the trick quite nicely. We don't have that many spells to warrant a bigger library. And I know you can get more wizards by having a bigger library, but I also don't want to clutter my dungeon with wizards, or warlocks rather. Kind of a waste. Also onto there. We'll just get a temporary lair for now. We probably want a second one right away, but I don't know what creatures we will attract, so let's just get this going. This also leaves a bit of space for expansion, which is nice. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll just add at least this bit here to the lair. Okay, let's get some more imps. Let's not summon them right into the magma. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a mistake you can sometimes make. And something they actually improved in Magic Keeper 2 was that imps are now able to regenerate mana or regenerate health without you actually having to heal them. I mean, they do sap from your mana reserves, so in Magic Keeper 2 that is. Okay, let's get this room excavated first before we do anything else, because we need to start getting creatures. Okay, let's move towards the portal as well. Not just yet. I believe if you don't have any good rooms, you will get a lot of flies and spiders and stuff like that, which we currently don't really want. Also, could one of you grab those tiles, please? Quicker. Move it! I was actually kind of insulted lately. A customer told me I was the lesser of two evils. I was like, are you serious? The lesser evil. Me! The lesser evil. So I had to do a Dungeon Keeper livestream. Just to prove that I am not any kind of lesser evil. Okay, let's get some library going. And we want to stick a training room right here. For more than one reason. Okay, let's make it that big. My main reason is so that we can get all the rested creatures ready for here, because I believe this place will be riddled with heroes or other nasty things that we don't want to run into our sleeping creatures. Let's get 5 more imps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish they'd gain experience from mining as well. Also, my stream preview window keeps freezing, which I don't really like. I'm going to open up the live stream on YouTube again, or on the app again, just so I see whether or not it's really hanging or if it's doing okay. Okay, so wonderful. We now have an entrance. I believe I've shown you how to banish creatures as well. You can just dump them in the portal and they will leave. Which is annoying if you actually have an enemy attacking you near your portal and you accidentally dump all your creatures in there just to get rid of them, and to get rid of the enemy, not the creatures. And they just leave your dungeon because they think you cast them out. You usually want to keep your creatures, but in some cases, like if you have a bunch of flies, you want to get rid of those to get some better creatures. As you can see, you can only have like, I think 15 for your first portal, or 25 for your first portal. So that's a good reason to throw out creatures. Okay, let's see. Where is my live stream at? There we go. Put that on silent. Okay, and as usual, no chat participation just yet. Okay. We want to run. And one downside of having this very long distance between your entrance and the dungeon heart is that creatures will take ages to get there, especially those warlocks, which are really slow. Move it. You know what? I'll move you. Get in there. Okay, now I want two of them to work here and two of them to work here. Because they're the only creatures we currently have. Okay, and with the imps we'll want to do something useful as well. I don't want to get this room here. And I might have been better advised to actually think they're fighting here. I'm not sure if they actually allied themselves or not. But now we need more money. So I'm tempted, I'm very tempted to start moving towards the thing there and grab those jewels. Do I have the look of Eve? I do. So let's actually use it to some extent. Wonderful. Here, nothing here. Try to make use of the time we get, because each recasting of this does not cost me anything. Okay, this looks mostly clean. Wonderful. So let's actually dig down here. We have very few minions, which kind of sucks, so we'll have to use the ones we get. We have to use the ones we currently have to the best of our ability. Let's make this the treasury. I like to have my rooms squared off as quickly as possible, just so I can have imps actually do the strengthening, which keeps enemies out quite nicely. And if we do this, if we take those two gem veins here and have a very short way to the treasury, can have a very nice amount of money, and we don't have to join this battle here. So no gems over there. Actually, if I do one more, it might be even easier to fortify, because we don't have to fortify those tiles here. That's great. But then I'd lose my rectangular room. Okay, the imps are claiming that already. We want to get this here ready as well. Don't get any new creatures just yet. I won't get any with those rooms. So I think that's the crafts room. So we'll not be able to craft anything in this dungeon, which kind of sucks. Okay. Kinda want a room over here. Stop celebrating, it gets. Okay, let's put the door over here. Okay, then we'll have... how many squares is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So let's put this next to it then. So that would be that. Okay. Let's put not that much. Looks like I'll only be getting warlocks this dungeon. I'm hoping for some orcs now. I actually am hoping for some orcs now. It's been a while since I had to say that, but I'm hoping we'll get some orcs. Okay, let's move the barracks over here. That. Okay, would some of you start digging here, please? Okay, all the lazy warlocks, please haul your asses over here. Now we do definitely need some melee able creatures. And we have fortified this, which is great. Also now got a prison. Just in time for me to excavate the bloody thing. Okay, go. I'm a bit worried about this prison here, actually. With the prison, you take a few risks. You have to place it somewhere close to wherever enemies are captured, but you also want to make sure it's a bit off wherever they are, because they can easily free the prisoners otherwise. Oh, please get me an orc. An orc, a dragon, something. Okay, we'll also want to start with those gems here. And I'm so glad they actually added the ability to drag out rooms in Dungeon Keeper 2. Because this is getting annoying. When you want to make a big room and actually risk carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay. Click, 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 click. I should have brought something to drink. So if I take a break for a moment and go get something to drink, don't worry about that. I'm also not sure about the two helping functions here. There is the offensive and defensive assistant, I think. I know it's only a defensive assistant. I'm not sure what it does. I think it keeps digging for you if you want. And makes more rooms, but I don't like it. Gotta say that as is, I don't like it too much. Yes, I know I'm hemorrhaging money right now. But we need the cash. Okay, torture room has been discovered. This means we'll be able to grab the creatures of our enemy. Not sure if they're actually researching faster than we are. They might be. Okay. The torture room doesn't have to be that much bigger. Unless you have a lot of enemies in a very short time, you don't need it to be any bigger than that. Okay, he's been summoning his creatures. Oh, crud. Crud, he's gotten into our dungeon. From a corner, I didn't really expect him to. Okay, we killed an imp. Go us. So, I didn't expect him to go down here that quick. Oh, that's not good. That is so not good. This is certainly not good. This is certainly not good. He has all the melee creatures and we don't. So I might have to restart this and actually go about it a lot quicker. Do you have any spells? I do. Okay, we can't have traps here, which kind of sucks. But let's pluck this guy out of there. So let's pluck him out. Okay, well, at least we freed some creature space up. However, it didn't quite work. No, we'll have to restart this one. We'll have to restart this one. Let's go there, 17. We'll have to do quicker than that. So grab this first. So don't do that. Ah, get away. Okay. Let's get this next. So over here. I don't have to build anything, my friend. Okay. First off, let's start with well, expanding the dungeon, obviously. I'll build my treasury up here for now. We'll only do one ring here, just so we can store the base amount of gold. So we need to get more money. Symbiosis, let's get an imp. Okay, let's get a small lair for now as well. Times will do. Just for the time being, you know. Grab that land, please. Wonderful. Okay, this time we've been quicker with the entrance. I'm hoping this will be worth it. And just like last time, since we know that there is nothing here to hurt us, we'll dig right through there. And now let's get more imps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're completely broke now. Well, that should fix itself soon. I can't even get a bloody fly here, which is annoying. So he's getting creatures already, we don't. Okay. I would need one of you to actually claim rooms. Okay, you know the plan. This time will actually be quicker. This time we'll be a lot faster with building the dungeon. Actually, not mark this just yet. Let's expand this. We might need a second really big hatchery. It's 4. Let's make the 5th one. Okay, let's dig this out here. And let's be somewhat quick about this. And it would appear that the 2 dungeon keepers over there have allied. Because they don't seem to be attacking each other, which is annoying. And something tells me it's not quite that easy with this land. I mean, the thing made it sound very trivial, that only the Lord of the Land is standing between us and something. But there are two keepers who don't seem to like us, which unites them. You don't want to have united enemies, although luckily it seems that we can reasonably easy get to the core of this here. And if we fortify the entire dungeon in time, which means we need more digging here. I want this to be excavated as well. I might be able to score some of his creatures with the baiting room. Okay, so dig and dig, and we're actually getting money from this, which is lovely. I always found it kind of cool that if you build the treasury under a pile of money, you actually get gold. Which actually gives you a nice way of, or kind of an okay means of getting some emergency cash. If you have money lying around somewhere, you can just try to build the treasury under it, and maybe you get away with it. You usually have the 50 gold around, although you can run very low on cash as well. It's very quick to do. Okay. More clicking, more clicking, more clicking. Now that that's sorted out, I'm not sure if I can safely expand in this direction here. We want to get some creatures as well. Okay. Library. I'm not sure if there's a creature pool, like there's only that amount of dragons in that country that you can get, and only this, like only 5 dragons we can get, and 5 bile demons, and then whatever. Of course, the AI has a bit of an advantage here. Ah, shit. Didn't want to make this room that big. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what? We'll actually expand this a bit. We'll make it a bit taller. The training room has to be a bit bigger. Expand our lair as well. And then we need more imps. We need way more imps than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I want this to be fortified as quick as possible. As quick as demonly possible, please. Actually, are imps demons? Are they like goblins? Are they creatures? What are they? Then again, if there's someone from whatever realm they come from, I think they're more like demons, right? I mean, they're not born in any reasonable way. Get here. Ah, don't do that. Scrolling's the worst here. Okay. Ooh, it's payday. We're not actually getting poor from that. Training. I've also been unable to stream because I've gotten home from work really tired, and it's been bloody hot as well. Like really, really, really hot. To a degree where it was unbearable to actually sit here and do stuff. at all. It's the worst. That's summer in Germany. Sometimes you get all rain, sometimes you get 40 degrees plus. You never know what you're getting until you're way into summer. And before you know, you're sweating like a pig. Okay. I don't like losing my 4x4 and my 5x5 rooms, but screw it. This will be not symmetric. Don't put a door in a library. Library has to be at the end of a corridor. Otherwise the warlocks will actually attack things. They won't start fighting, like they won't go to death, but they will hurl fireballs at whatever angers them, which is annoying. Actually, I would like all of my warlocks to be somewhat proficient at magicking. So those 4, they at least need to be able to throw fireballs. So level 2 would be great. Anything beyond would be even better. I wish I could tell my imps to fortify this, because this is where we got the intrusion last time. Okay, let's get 5 more imps. Okay, they've started to do the walls here, which is great. We want to get this fortified as quick as possible. It's so funny there. I mean, I could also try to dig down here. He's still busy excavating here. And yeah, there's no battle here, there's no summoning or no rally flags there, so he's not going to rally anyone. Oh, he's over there. So if you lot could do this quicker, that would be nice. And we're down to only warlocks, great. Okay, could you stop digging from this, please? We'll have them dig from one of those gem veins, but we need them to fortify this and the rest of the dungeon as well. At least the lower walls here. I'm not sure if we'll actually have anything. I mean, this is still safe as long as we have this gold vein safe or untouched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do that a bit quicker, please. I'm actually from Dresden. So Saxony, which is the eastern part of Germany. I've not been born here, but I've been growing up in Saxony as well. I'm born in Rochlitz, which is a bit further west, although it's the western part of Saxony. It's only a matter of like 100 or 150 kilometers, so yeah, I've been born and raised in Saxony, if that's enough of an answer for you. I've grown up in a city called Penich, which is no, this is not a city, it's more of a town, really. And we fortified this part now, so we are safe here. Also, greetings, Admiral Mudkip. I'm glad you could make it to the stream, even though this time it's really early. I've actually awake since like 4 something because I couldn't sleep. I actually went to bed like at 10 in the evening last night. For whatever reason, I don't really know. It's weird. Let's grab those warlocks. Why am I getting stuck with all the warlocks? I need something that's able to fight. It's the worst. It's the worst. I mean, they're pretty okay once they get level 4 onwards. But they have all the melee creatures, look at that. They have dragons and we have warlocks. It's so annoying. I remember this level being very annoying. But it helps a lot if you have this those gems. and basically infinite cash. We actually just wait for them to bleed out of cash.
A new spell has been researched.
Well, I know that problem. Being up late playing games is how I wouldn't say grew up, but I've spent a fair amount of time like that as well. It's a great way to play, to spend time. Or to waste it, depending on who you ask. But do try to get your like 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You'll spend much less time playing games once you actually start having to work for your money. It's the sad truth of growing up. But I keep getting more wizards, warlocks, whatever. Did some pranks just label my dungeon Hogwarts? I think I want to excavate some rooms here. Although, of course, being labeled Hogwarts would not be much of a thing here, because the Harry Potter series has not been written by the point, or by the time Dungeon Keeper hit the shelves. It actually has hit the shelves, because back then everything had to be sold as a physical copy. There was no digital download of things, because the internet was still very, very slow. Oh yeah, I like to spend my summers like that as well. But sadly, I usually have my shift starting at 8 in the morning, so I have to be there at 8 in the morning, which means I have to wake up a few hours earlier, like 2 hours. I usually spend 2 hours getting ready and getting to work. It's something you also have to kind of take into consideration. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How did they get through there? I hope he doesn't build the bridge too soon. Could strip him of some imps. But not just yet. Build that. And some barracks, we'll put those here. It's a small room, so screw it. And I believe if I have to restart this again, I'll have to basically seal this part off. Would have been a small matter, really. Would have been a very small matter. I mean, on the other hand, I might have the most efficient research. Although, of course, it starts losing its grip once your wizards can't all, or warlocks can't all fit into the library anymore. Of course, there's still a training room for them to fit into. Get in there, you lazy gits. I would have hoped he doesn't get through here, but of course he had to. How though? This should have been walled off. Yeah, you can see this has been walled. I think it stopped becoming a wall because walls have to be surrounded by your territory. Or not surrounded, but they have to be adjacent to your territory. So by the time he captured this, this was not surrounded by my territory anymore. And yeah, you could dig through it. So note to self, next time, seal this bit off. We have sealed that part off, so we don't have to worry about visits from the green player. It seems the purple one is always a bit more eager to attack us. We can also see that he's not here yet. There is no outer edge of this wall. Lucky he hasn't built a bridge yet. Yeah, I know that problem. Luckily, I have to say my mom was kind of cool about this when I was in school. Oh, I think he's trying to rally now. She allowed me to be up as long as I wanted, as long as my marks were good. Which they luckily were. So, if I felt like it, I could play games all night. Although, of course, if it would become apparent that I was not in a state for school, she would probably also have me go to bed early. But it never came to that. And now that I'm basically on my own, I don't know. you do settle into the routine. Let's get a hatchery here. I wanted to look up if we can get unique creatures in Dungeon Keeper 1 as well. I know in Dungeon Keeper 2 there were a few you can get if you like surround a single tile lair by a chicken hatchery. I think you could get unique bile demon or something. I really don't know if they're in here as well. Would be nice to try. Maybe we'd even get a bloody melee creature. It's only warlocks all over the place. Let's grab the 3 strongest, 2, 3, and allow them to research again. And grab the 3 weakest warlocks, like those 3, and hurl them in here. What are you doing? No, you go in here. You work. Could try to get through here to expand the training room. Right now I don't really feel like that's necessary in any way, shape or form, because we don't get more creatures. We're at 20, they're at 22. Why do they get 22 creatures? I have the better dungeon objectively. Mine's bigger, you know. Let's build a temple. I think there's still at least one creature we have not seen. And we won't be able to get this here because it can only appear if there is a lot of water in your dungeon and you have a big temple. And magma does not qualify as water or water substitute in any way, shape or form. Yes, new spell, wonderful. Lightning Strike, very useful. Especially since we have a lot of cash, or we will have a lot of cash. Actually, we can dig this out as well. Now that we have nothing else to do, we can keep digging all the jewels out. There's Argerelli here. Like, this would be annoying because he could actually take pot shots at my dungeon heart. And I would have to stop him there. Like, some ranged creatures dropped on here would be very, very devastating. Just pointing that out. Why does he rally here? Yeah, we don't want to do that. Can I get my scavenger room? I might be. Ah, wonderful, the graveyard. Where do I want to put that? I'll have it over here. Actually, no, I'll not have it over there. Because if memory serves, having dead bodies nearby will actually anger creatures. So we'll put that a bit off. I'm not sure if that also counts for bodies in a graveyard, but let's just play it safe. Also, since we have a graveyard now, we want a second lair. Because we kind of have to. So this side will be the, I don't know, undead side of things, whereas this one will be the more living side of things. Lots of mushroom places for the wizards, or warlocks. Oh well, at least they will serve as a food source in a pinch. The mushrooms, not the wizards. I keep saying, I should say warlocks. So yeah, hooray! Welcome to Hogwarts, the dungeon. Everybody is a Slytherin. I like this layout. This is kind of a cool lair if you think about it. All the magma and all this huge bridge leading to it, which the enemy completely decided to circumvent. Well. Then we have a level 9 warlock. Did we? I thought I saw level 9 here. Actually check. Oh, probably not. We could also go and look at that. He's invisible. How cool is that? I like how they keep trying to buff themselves. Okay. And also, those of you who want to waste time, I now have a kitchen again. So there will be pictures of food coming up on the Discord and on my Instagram, which is Toby or not to be. Toby, like Toby, and then or not to be with 2 E's, because B's, you know. I liked the pun back in the day. And it looks like we'll be in for an attack here very soon as well. Luckily, we have just enough rooms carved out. And I have to say here, I did not count them. There's a scavenger room. Put that here. Expensive, but we can afford it. Okay, now it's time to scavenge away. Vampires would be great at that, but I'm not going to beat any creatures to death just to get some vampires. I could try to kill some of my imps. If I killed 5 imps and got those to the graveyard, I could get a vampire, which would then be able to scavenge the living hell out of the enemy. Or I could kill a warlock. You can't swing a cat for dungeon keepers fighting over the destiny of this region. It should fall to you to settle the disagreement once and for all. Yeah, indeed. So now you're telling me there is a whole lot of dungeon keepers vying for control of this area. Now you're telling me, I mean, I kind of noticed it before, but now you're telling me he doesn't seem to want to build a bridge yet, which is good for me, because let's be honest, I would not stand a chance. Okay, what's here to rally for? Ooh, that's his lair. And he somehow has taken a beating. That imp was very, very damaged.
It is payday.
Okay, that's payday for me. For him, rather. I should try to plague him. If we get the plague spell, that is. Everybody going to treasury now. We could also, although I won't do that today because I kind of have things to do, we could also try to starve them out, because we have the gems and they don't. I mean, this is quite a lot of money, but they will eventually run out of it. And when that time comes, his creatures will be leaving his dungeon. However, I don't know if I'll have time for that, because I do have to work later, in like 6 hours. And as I said, I want to get some things done before that. I actually have to. We have some imps which are lazy right now, right? Yes. Okay, so if we... Let's try that. Let's get 5 imps here. I need a vampire. Okay, one of you, get that dead imp away. I should probably lightning him. This is just like this bonus level. Come on, move it. Okay, can I lightning bolt you? Yes, I can. One. That's at least a bit more efficient. You grab this guy. Okay, and come on. You really have to hit him good. I'm hoping this will get me a vampire. Did they grab the bodies? No, not yet. Okay, stop digging. Stop digging. Grab those bodies.
A new spell has been researched.
Okay, you're lazy. I can hit you. Or not. Oh, so they do recover health if they just get to rest. Well, great. Stop resting then. Also, why do I have a lot of crafts to discover here, but no craft room? Graveyard. I'm not sure this is working. I'm not exactly sure this is working as intended. Would you stand still for a moment, you git? Screw that. Okay, so Operation Vampire did not work out as planned, which is bad. Okay, let's get back to a reasonable amount of imps. We have 20 now, so we killed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there anything else to discover? Yes, there is, and we can't discover it, so I guess this is one of the times we actually need a bigger library. I mean, this is at least safe. This is at least safe because we can't breach into enemy territory this way. And there you see, if you dig out the wall here, this second tile will be, or this row will be created automatically. I think my library just got a lot, or a small bit less efficient. For the sake of not being completely encased by walls anymore. Okay. Well, at least they're running out of gold over here. How's the scavenging coming along? Not too great, I would say. We will have all the warlocks. I believe this one came through the scavenging room. However, since this doesn't seem to be doing anything too great for me, at the prison, you do training again. Look at all those warlocks. I still don't think we have much of a chance without actually cheesing our way to victory here. What? Where? Why? Who? How did I lose those imps? And where? Probably over here. Huh. Well, there's more where those came from. Okay, I mean, if it comes to that, we probably have the better range department. Also, get me more money. Okay. Do I want to... Yes. Let's keep scavenging. Just for the sake of it. Actually, how many people can I fit in here? Let's do more scavenging, shall we? Not with those three. You three will be working. And I'll just grab this one, that one, and maybe this one. Ooh, and this guy. Yeah, they're free to try. Ooh, we just grabbed one warlock from him. See this guy appearing in the green puff of smoke? That's the scavenger room doing its magic. And we're nicking his creatures now. Lovely. Something else we want to do. That is the disease spell. Can't cast here. I believe, however, I'll be able to do it here. Oh, okay, they have to be on my place for that. I'll try to lightning them though. It's kind of pointless, but it does waste money if you want to. Okay, so now we can play the waiting game if we want to. I mean, all his creatures are going to be expensive. And another warlock for me. He has 14 rooms. I don't think that's... Yeah, no. It counts all rooms, not just the unique ones. So, for example, those 2 layers should count as 2 rooms, not just as 1 room which we have discovered. Okay, let's see if we can get warlocks to work here. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one. Why the hell not? In you go. Okay. Ooh, we got a good one from him. Look at this. This is madness. This is completely nuts. Oh boy. Look at it. Look at it. It's marvelous. And dumb, but completely marvelous as well. This is so stupid. We got a stupid amount of warlocks here. I'm not sure why I'm so happy about this. It's completely stupid. Okay, do I want to dig up here? I kinda do. Let's actually have a look at this first. We have the Eye of Evil. Why are they angry? What are you angry at? I don't know, have some money maybe? Yeah, have some extra money. It's not like we need it. Okay. Now let's build a bigger lair, because that's what might get them angry. We need a bigger lair for all the warlocks. Although we do have a second lair if we really need to. And we're paying almost 10 grand just in warlocks. Which is kind of a nice sum if you think about it. I think we can afford this.
Your creatures are becoming angry.
I think that's because he has nothing to do. Which one was annoyed? This one. Yeah. Have some money. Alright, I can also have them pray. That works too. I would, however, prefer them to have this. And that will expand the lair. Not literary, with a lair. I'll take that out piece as well.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Where? Why? Who? Which one is annoyed? Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll dump the annoyed creatures in the temple. That'll usually get their spirits up a bit. Oh boy. I remembered how annoying this dungeon was to maintain. Because you only have warlocks. I don't really dare to go into the actual skirmish with the enemy with just warlocks, because you have nothing to tank. Warlocks are great if you have something to actually eat all the damage. And we currently don't have that kind of thing. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Those warlocks. I'm not sure if they actually have a chance of scavenging other creatures once the warlocking is done. So I think we need 2 new imps. Do I want to starve them of money or not? I'd rather starve them of warlocks. Something left to research. There is something left to research indeed. Not for you. 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 You get to work. Okay, there's another 5x5 room we could use, but I might as well just go in and make all this more training room. I wonder what that last spell is. Ooh, I think I know what it is. I think the last one is the Audience spell, which actually summons all the creatures in the country to you. And I have not played Stonehearth yet. I've been considering it. It looked kind of nice. I think I've been watching it on Steam a while ago. I'll have a look at it. So I usually try to get the mission sorted out in or during the live stream, but I think I'll have to cut it in 1 hour. Okay. Getting more creatures out of this. How many warlocks do I have in here? Enough. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 actually. Yeah. It would be easy to count if they weren't invisible and moving. Let's Sounds like a stupid idea. Count invisible moving things. I mean, I could just pause the game and count them, but I don't want to. Could just build a bridge and really screw me over. I would like an arts and crafts room as well. I need a crafts room. Look at all those traps we could be building if we had a craft room. Oi! Oi! Okay, that was nice. We'll now have a hellhound. Which I could turn into a vampire if I wanted to. There, have some chicken. Okay, I wouldn't have needed to give it that many chickens, but screw it. Oh, here's another one. There, have some more chicken. Actually, come here. Okay, we'll have to keep this one alive.
Your corpse will feed my minions yet, Keeper.
Why do I have so many warlocks? Why? We might actually also be able to torture information out of this one. And yeah, I'm very convinced now that these guys are not fighting.
My minions will leave your dungeon a crumbling ruin.
Oh really, are they? Also, that last spell is taking ages to discover. Despite us making huge additions to the library. Reasonably huge. Come on, surrender already.
Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Well, that works. So now we know where his dungeon heart is. We might even be able to torture information about this dungeon out of the enemy as well. There, you're a good boy. Tell me more. Also, we now have more creatures than the two of them together. Great. Ooh, more information. Well, you could have told me more, you git. Can I actually cast the spell on military? Casting spells, actually. Oh, they're not as futile as you think. If I go on the information tool, let's quickly feed this guy. So yeah, this guy is very unhappy, which I guess makes sense since he's being tortured. How angry the creature is. And apparently this is in chapter 32, 23.1 or so. All the information. Sadly, we still don't see how long. Well, I believe if we get him angry enough, he will betray his current master. I really don't want a ghost. And I don't think this guy will become a skeleton, so yeah. I also think he had to sell some of his rooms to make money.
Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Very, very nice. I'm not sure if it actually started the Dungeon Heart and then move outwards, or how that worked, but it just seems like that. Or maybe he started from the room we knew, which was the entrance, and then moved on to whatever else. Come on. I know I'll forget about him. No, it's most certainly not. You don't even have a ring of treasury around your dungeon heart, so screw you. Oh really? Doesn't seem like much. Maybe this bit here. I'll have another chicken. Actually, if I sacrifice a chicken, all the chicken will explode. There. Completely destroyed all the chicken. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. There, have some chicken, you're a good boy. Also, could you move in with the wizards? I think they needed therapy dog for something. Oh really? You converted just before payday, you git. I mean, it makes sense, considering I'm the one with the money right now. We need to keep this guy busy. Salary. That is celery, not celery. There you go. Now I really need this guy to be leveled up a bit. He needs experience. He's my one melee creature. I also don't want him to stumble into this area here and attract all the enemy creatures to me. That would really be not the smartest move. I wonder if I can see his treasury at some point. Maybe we'll get another Hellhound. Would be lovely. I also think we have a Warlock Monopoly now, so let's grab all these guys here. Next thing, no. Count all the invisible things and grab them. Okay, you can stop scavenging for now. Others, no. Training room. Okay, this is costing me a bit of money, but I think I can afford it. We have 200 grand sitting around. And I would have preferred this to be sealed off, just for the sake of looking nicer. This is looking really untidy, and he also made holes in here. How does that look? Terrible, that's how. Anyway, he hasn't tried to break into this section here for whatever reason. It's kind of weird that they don't go through here where they could do a joint assault and just go all the way around here. I mean, it makes sense because you'd expect to have a big skirmish here and a lot of lesser little skirmishes over there. But anyway, it's not important. It's not too important. Where's my Hellhound? My Hound, rather. And there's the fun thing about sacrificing a chicken. It doesn't matter too much. Although I think we'll have a whole lot of wasted chicken in the summary later on. Or debriefing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, how's the Hound doing? Train harder. Actually see that as well. I hit him with my marking tool. It's kind of a bit dodgy because you only have a small bit of hit area. Let's stay with that. Where's the Hound? Where is it? Ah, it's gone. It's gone. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, over there. Down there. Down here? Yes. Now there's his level. So he should reach level 3 soon. And on level 3, I think they might learn speed up. which is going to come in really handy. There we go. Level 3, now he's speeding up, which means he'll train a lot faster as well, which is kind of cool. Like, everything that learns how to speed itself up is going to basically constantly be sped up, and they will do everything faster. There you can see his experience is climbing up at a nice pace, and he's quite happy doing so. If he reaches a higher level, we'll put the hound into the scavenging room to maybe get more hounds. I'll actually do that now. Yeah, let's do that now. You. Do I want you to reach another level? No, not that one. It's kind of cool to see that how many skills those guys learn. Yeah, he's almost level 4. I think the higher level they are, the more efficient they'll be at scavenging, so let's put him to use once he's level 4. Anything living here? Yes. I would like you lot to move over there. Mostly because I do plan to get vampires eventually. Please build your lair here. You as well. You and you and you and you. All do your lairs here. Oh, you already have them there. Well, that's good. You and you and you start training. And we almost have the next spell, which will be the last spell we'll be able to discover.
A new spell has been researched. There is nothing left to research.
So now you have a spell that turns fortified walls to dust. It's so expensive to cast, and it's also possible that your enemies possess the same magic power. This could still turn out to be one of those days. So yeah, this spell here allows us to break walls. It costs 10 grand. I think it goes up to 20 grand. You can also use to dig if you really want to. I'll show you once I'm actually deciding to dig out something. You can actually cast it here. So it can go up to 26 grand. And it will break the walls. If I use it with the lowest level, it will just unwall the walls. Which is of course irreversible. So yeah, don't do it unless you really want this wall to be broken. How about no? Bad dog. Bad dog. You have a nap. I hope my dungeon not actually recovers from that. I don't know if it actually grows back to a decent size or not. Let's give him some health back. I just don't want him to die in the torture. That'll do. And this is basically why I built the second hatchery here. Look at all those creatures here. You all might become very unhappy soon. So what you can do is you can cast this. Yeah, you can cast it any way you want. It's not the most efficient spell though, so it's kind of a waste. But we can afford to waste the mana. Good, in this case. Because we have it. Also, this will last for a while, I think. No, it clearly doesn't. It clearly doesn't. So yeah, the cave-in spell is just a waste. I'm not sure why I'd ever want to cast it. I mean, unless you have, like, I think it's effective against imps if you really need to. Besides that, it's kind of a waste. Ooh, he has stuff. What's over here? I believe this is where heroes would be. Kind of like a purple creature. I need more information on this dungeon. Green has 25 creatures.
Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Okay, we'll give him some chicken every time he tells us something. Though it seems like we're not getting too much more out of this hound. Not sure why. Has he just not seen more? What have you seen, creature? What have you seen? Have some of that. Where's my hound? Working out, nice. How well are you doing? Level 6, that's great. Keep at it. Okay.
Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Yeah. Take me to that chicken, or hatchery rather. Okay, and back to a torture room. I really need to get back to more streaming. I now actually have my schedule for the entire month. It's kind of a nice thing to have. I actually have a day off tomorrow. And on Thursday. I basically put my off days on training days, so at least if I have a late shift. So I can make it to training. Because that's something that's really important to me. Ooh, nice. You. Why do they always keep coming right before payday? Really bastards. Oops, I just slapped the chicken. Could you move over to this lair, please? I'm doing this because I know all the warlocks are troubling. Warlocks and hounds. They basically... yeah, they're just trouble. The hounds don't like bile demons and skeletons. The warlocks are like vampires. I'm not sure why though. Never figured that one out. All the money we have. Wonder how much is fitting in here. It would be nice to have a way to gauge your capacity in numbers without actually having to fill all your coffers. Although of course that's a nice way to do it as well. I think I want to have my stronger hound start scavenging, so I don't have to attract hounds by just putting them into, or waiting for his hounds to wander into my dungeon, which is kind of a stretch because they have to go all the way around here and then through here, in here. Actually see his treasury. He shouldn't have much of it left. I don't believe the enemy is able to cheat his way to money. I believe if he actually runs out of cash, he will be out of cash and in trouble. Also, let's make sure all the warlocks are sitting in the right lairs. Anyone over here? There are still some warlock lairs here, but we'll live with this for now. All those lazy warlocks here. Get in here. Work, you lazy sacks. Until we need a bigger training room, which is now. So I wish they would speed up. It's the one spell they don't learn. I know I could do that. There you go. Eating so much faster now. I also like how they grill their food before they eat it. I love this. I love those details. Like every time I got a new creature back in when I first played Dungeon Keeper, I would actually just go and throw it all the way through the dungeon just to see how it reacts to things, how it trains, how it eats, because that's always fun. How it, what layer it builds, all that stuff. It was just great. You're not that great at scavenging, my friend. I think vampires are the best scavengers. Just circling a wall, a column there. Don't do that. What's that going to achieve? Oh, now it's scavenging more. Look at it. It's so glorious. Do I have any lazy warlocks? Yes. You and you and maybe even you. Just do more scavenging. We need more warlocks after all. Do hellhounds scavenge for free, or why does he not waste money? Maybe it's just because there is no hellhound left for him to, or no hound left for him to scavenge away. Oh well. Oh well. Doesn't look like much is going to happen here. It's a shame. Is he losing creatures already? I think next payday might be the last one they can afford. This guy must have a huge bill, because he has lots of creatures. Not as many as we do, but still lots of them. Let's see if we can find his treasury, shall we? I mean, we have the money, so we might as well. It would make sense to have a treasury somewhere near the gold. That's his storage room. There's a treasury. How much gold is in there? Absolutely bugger all. That was what we wanted to see. There's another one here. Lots of treasury for very little treasure. It seems to be empty as well. There's a library. Quite a sizable one. There is a corridor with nothing in it. What's over here? Something tells me this might be the way to the heroes. Yeah, there's hero territory. Ooh, they have some level 2 creatures. Nice. Actually, they're very smart because this is those are archers. There are some stronger things. Very impressive. And there's the hero portal, and there was my spell ending. So that was kind of cool. Why doesn't he grab this gold? Oh, now I think he's making his way to it now. Okay. Let's see if he has money left. I'm quite sure they can't actually transfer money back and forth, so you can't have your creatures take away money from other dungeons. You can't afford to train, so I think we're about to starve them out of creatures. I know this is not the most fun to watch way to actually achieve victory, but it's victory nonetheless. So these two guys are completely broke, which means their creatures are going to be very, very pissed very soon. There will be infighting, there will be nastiness. Might actually be now. Level 9 dragon. I would like to have that. Do we attract any more creatures? No. We might have gotten another warlock. Also, let's get another imp. I just don't like those odd numbers. Okay. Well, we clearly can't beat those in melee because they have all the melee creatures, and those would just rush our warlocks into death. And grind them into a fine paste also when they're done. You know what? You there, get back here. Okay, you get out of there. You get into there. Going back to scavenging or what? No, you're not. You're not. No. Bad dog. There. Now you can trade. All you want. Okay, so how long till next payday? When everybody wants to be one of my creatures. Not too much left. So once a creature actually doesn't get paid, there are a few things that can happen. One is they will just be they will just leave the dungeon. Another is they will start rampaging, which means they will destroy rooms they're in. Just turn them back into those unclaimed tiles, I think, or if you're lucky, into the regular tiles. The other option is they will just go they will just rebel and they will become hero creatures, so that they'll turn white and have to be beaten back to submission then. Naturally, if a level 10 dragon goes nuts and becomes a neutral creature again, you're in for a fun time, because it will usually happen like in their lairs or so. I'm quite sure those will be angry. So I can't view their information without owning them, or at least having them in my dungeon. We could save the game and just try to warlock rush him. Getting somewhere. Let's wait for the next payday, though.
It is payday.
Yeah. You see that? He only has 4 creatures left. He hasn't lost any to battles, so they have to be gone. They have to be lost, or have been lost by just wandering off. A fate that this guy is going to share as well very soon. You can see they're probably trying to go to his treasuries. I think they try to go to the nearest one, and then to the next one, and then to another one, depending on where they think the money is. He has no money left. And considering we have 42 creatures, and dragons are expensive, especially the higher level ones, they're expensive to keep around. Although all higher level creatures are kind of expensive to keep around, so he's probably not in for a good time, and he has to pluck them out of his area all the time. I don't know why. I think it's just to keep them busy with something productive. Let's save the game here. Save the game. That's LP18. I should call those livestream. I'm too lazy to actually change my naming conventions. Let's actually dig through here. Yeah, we have saved the game, so we might as well. Also, I'm very sorry about my voice right now. It's down to one creature. One creature. I should actually be able to get some of those if I were to, say, find me a level 1 warlock. This guy here. We have another level 1 warlock somewhere. Level 9, which I would like to move over there. We need to migrate them all once the vampires come around. So if I sacrifice this guy, will I get another creature? I mean, not from the guards, but I believe creatures here will be moved. I know. Just want to get rid of this warlock. Okay, so he's not putting up any resistance, which means he has no money. He can't really fight me, because there's nothing he can fight with. And he can't really throw spells at me, because he has no money to cast them. Meaning, yeah, he's pretty much ready to go. Of course, if I had waited for the green player to grab this money here, we would be in a totally different spot. Wow, he has one creature. Yeah, that's the word of power there. Let's butcher some imps. Lovely. We'll actually have those. Oh boy. Boy, he killed an imp. Bastard. Okay, that worked out nicely. We can actually capture those. I think I feel more like vampirizing those. Okay, what to do with those imps? Oh, he has a dragon. He actually has a dragon. Look at that. Look at that. He has a dragon. A level 1 dragon we'll be able to claim soon. I need this dragon. This needs to be mine. Get me this dragon. Like right now. Also maybe this dead imp. Okay, prison time. Okay, I need this. Where's that dragon? There should be a dragon arriving soon. Did it die already? Oh no, it's carried in here. My phone just reset itself. Lovely. Okay, let's kill some imps. Let's save my own imps. I should probably put a rally flag down here. Love this. Okay, let's actually put a guard post in here as well. That'd be a good move. Let's put up a guard post. Okay, so you'll be now guarding this place. Have fun with that. Did he get his dragon back? Looks like he died also. Kill more of the imps. Wonderful. It's about time, really. We need this vampire to move in here. We don't want to do with the other lair. But we want him to train. Okay, you guys get to do something now. You get to fight. And not for your right to party. Just fight for, well, me, basically. Okay. Looks like I won't get a dragon today. That's a shame.
Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, you and you. Please move your lairs over to here. It's for the sake of everybody, really. Mostly for my nerves, though. Okay. Ooh, there's a door. Stop that. Yeah, stop it.
Your creatures are under attack.
This curse is the worst sometimes. Bollocks. So I have a handful of warlocks. Sprinkle them in.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle.
Teehee. Wish they were more aggressive and went after the enemy more violent. I think that'll do. I thought he chicken tamed.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Okay, let's actually get some imps from him. I'll keep those around here for now. But if we need to, we'll actually just torture them into submission.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Yeah, there's not much enemy left really, but go you. Also, this might be why they haven't really gotten anywhere with this. Oh, look at that! There's a crafts room here. Do you not do that, please? Thank you. I wonder why he didn't break down this door. Ooh, we got a troll. I don't care where he lives.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
No. Grab this, please. And you take that. Wonderful.
Your creatures are under attack.
I apologize for my neighbors drilling holes now. Why do they have to do that now? They always do that.
You have taken control of a new.
Finally. Okay, what's over here?
Your creatures are under attack.
Ooh, creature. Is that? Oh, it's a reaper. It's a reaper. Lovely. Would that be squared away here? Okay, let's put a workshop over here. I wish there was a thing like an artificial wall you could put back up. Okay. So we now have a Reaper. Who will be moving in here with all the other creatures. And who will then get something to do. Just keep him training. I think we have basically just won this level. Why do bastards have to drill holes? Level 10 troll, which is kind of amazing. That's pure skill there. Okay. Got a bunch of imps. Even more of them here. Let's grab this guy. Now the fun thing here is that since he doesn't actually have any creatures left, and since the enemy still thinks those imps are available for him, I think they won't create new ones. Heal this and heal that. It's okay. I also stand corrected. I have to admit, I stand corrected. I thought that for the longest time imps would not regen health, but it seems that it's just more of an AI issue, because they will only rest and take a nap if they have nothing else to do. Let's have a door here. This breach of security has always bothered me, so we'll have a door here. It's not the most secure door. Well, could you perhaps not do that? As much as I appreciate your actionism, please go scavenging. Ooh, an alarm trap. Nice. Okay, let's find his dungeon heart and dump some wizards on it. Wonderful. We have claimed the room. How's my vampire doing? Level 4 already. 5 actually. I'm quite sure it's level 4 where they learn to float, so I was able to tell that. Let's keep this prison here as an interim as well. It's gonna prove nice and useful. Also, someone once said that sacrificing imps would actually drop the price. Let's see, 4-8. I know, of course, if I sacrifice my own imps, that would drop the price for creating a new imp. It does, nice. So you could have more imps. Also avoid doing that when you actually have creatures praying here. But of course the much cheaper way would be to just torture them. I mean, this here is probably the quickest way to get imps. Just like grab the green imps and dump them in here. They usually cave in very quick. There you go. Okay, I think we can finish off this one. Okay, that one's fairly resilient. Damn it! That's the most useless creature of them all. So not going to pray. Okay, now we're in for the fun times. We have to defeat the enemy here. Okay, there's still a bunch of wizards. Warlocks, damn it! Where? Where? Let's get them over here. Let's grab those imps. Okay, now this graveyard could prove handy. But we'll not have it here. Yes, come closer. Which creatures are falling in battle, please?
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. You have claimed an enemy room.
No. Let's not have that. Let's move them all back to safety. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I think it's time for a door.
Some of your minions are unable to reach their lairs. Hungry creatures cannot get to a hatchery. Your creatures are under attack. A trap has been manufactured. Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Yeah, that's a bunch of imps getting slaughtered. That's just a bunch of imps getting slaughtered. That's actually kind of okay.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. You have claimed an enemy rule. Your minions are winning a battle. Some of your minions are unable to reach their lairs.
Probably because, yeah, we grabbed the portal. How do we best achieve that now? Okay, there's another warlock. Get here. Did I get all the warlocks out of this place now? No, there are still two left. Nice, he had a scavenger room, but he couldn't scavenge for shit. Okay. Let's sell all those tiny rooms here. Looks like there are no orcs available at all. Yeah, that prison here might be just a waste. So let's get rid of it altogether.
You have claimed an enemy room.
Library. Small one which has been partly sold already. Without me doing anything.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your creatures are falling in battle.
How many imps have we lost? Lots of them, actually. Enough to form a new vampire, I think.
Your creatures are under attack.
If I'm right. Okay, let's stop the imp slaughtering here. Okay, and in you go. Okay. I'm not sure why he died there. I also apologize again for the noise. Stop it. Look at that, he tried to make a huge library.
The enemy is destroying your rules.
Oh, he's so not. Although I would appreciate being able to sell the rooms now. Thank you. But this misshapen library. Why would you do anything like that? Which self-respecting keeper would build a room like that? Our treasury will keep around. Hatchery will also keep. Okay. And since we have lost so many imps here, I'll take some of his. What's the Reaper doing? Level 4. Level 4 is not bad. It's also not great per se, considering he's one of our only melee creatures. They take damage really quickly. Wonderful. We've got a bunch more imps now. Okay, let's play some traps, shall we? Just because we can. I would like to have a lightning trap somewhere over here. I'd like to have it over here. Gas trap over here. And I would like to lock this place and open up this one. We'll slowly move forward here. I would also like to be alerted if something reaches this point. Just trying to use my traps. So now that we have that, I'd like you to go here. They shouldn't fight as long as they're working together. And it looks like the vampire's actually able to attract something. At least he's costing me money. Not that I have to worry about that. You get in there. I should start getting my imps training as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now that that's done, do I have a wooden door left? Yes. I'll put that in here, just so we can lock it and keep enemy and keep fights from starting with. Oh, really? Why would they do that? I have a new vampire. Let's move here. You move out of that. Okay, you move into that. And you go here. That's the downside of having level 10 creatures. They will be very strong, they will be idling most of the day, and they'll be very easy to anger. We have two options now. We could basically try to go and get even more ranged creatures by trying to take out the heroes up here. Look at that, he walled this off. Is there anything fun over here? Nothing here. That's okay, interesting to know. So you'd be supposed to basically expand this direction here. I'm not sure how the AI works, like if they're being told a certain strategy, like move over here and then always try to get this area, or if they just if it's just a general thing for every yeah, kind of like that. Or if they just have the same basic rules of behavior for every mission. Yeah, as long as everyone has something to do, they usually don't start fighting. Once they start idling together, they will go nuts, and then they will be at each other's throat. I think we're ready to attack. I mean, what do we have to lose, except everything? Let's actually save the game again. That would be LP 19. Okay, we have a Reaper level 4. He's so slow. Why do you have to be so slow? And so angry. Let's just grab some cash. Where is he? Where's my Reaper? Okay, now we're doing some precision cash throwing. That should get him back into a decent mood. Yes. Always try to keep the Reaper happy. And if you have infinite money, use it. That's some strong-ass creatures. We know where his dungeon heart is actually, so we might as well use that knowledge. How do we best go about this? We know how his dungeon works, basically. Let's charge in. We'll open those doors again, or at least this door here. We should probably trigger my imps to all go right at the enemy again. Then we will rally the troops on my territory because I can. That's the one good point about this stupidly placed library. Okay. I think that's enough warlocks, but we'll just add a few more for good measure. Because you all know I'm well known for my good measure. Let's have some... Could take the heroes out.
A door has been manufactured.
How about you and you? So making your way here. This should count as working, so they won't fight among themselves. Now that that's done, we'll move the rally flag to right over here. I shouldn't have done that yet. I forgot vampires can teleport in. No, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Okay, move here, please.
You have claimed an enemy rule. Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, that'll do. Let's move the rally flag over here. I'm not sure if I should deactivate taking prisoners now, but I want all those creatures after all. Let's move to prison. Justice. Also, one of those hounds was really low on health. I want to save him. I think this is out of range for the rally flag, so he'll just rest here. Okay, we're going places now. All of you. How about you help out over here? Okay, let's have an eye on the various battles here. Where's my second hellhound? Okay, you might want to get out of there. And have a nap. Hoping this won't break my DOS box. Okay. Something is really drawing away resources now. I don't like that. Let me just pause it here. And yeah, let's actually call the stream for now. Did you pause the game already? Yeah, this is taking a while. I think it's because there's so much fighting going on right now. Would you stop that? Would you just let me... Ah! Okay, it seems to have caught itself now. Actually, my creatures should gain experience from that as well. It's kind of slow. I think the leveling speed was greatly increased in subsequent entries of the series. Oh, come on! Shouldn't be that struggling. I think we had a snag with the way DOSBox works. Move it. Move it. Are we actually taking prisoners? No, we are not. Yeah, that's all nice and dandy, but let's keep going. Actually, if I move all my creatures to the dungeon heart, we should be able to end this without too much of a fuss. It's kind of interesting that the enemy could have killed us easily if we had moved in earlier and just built the bridge to our dungeon heart. It sounds almost romantic. Building a bridge to the other one's heart. Isn't it sweet? This is the first time Dungeon Keeper is lagging so hard for me. It didn't do that even on a 468 processor. Actually, no, not a 468, 86. But I also mean on a 166 megahertz processor. Would you? Yes, nice. Okay, there's a rally flag at the dungeon heart. So why is it zoomed in so close? Could you please zoom out again? Thank you. Let's get away from that. I think we're just having trouble with the pathfinding and everything. Because there's a lot of small battle pockets going on here, all over the place. Just to be on the safe side, let me save the game, and let's actually call the stream for now, and let's move this to next week. Or not next week, not next stream. Look at that, if we're standing here, we can actually use everything nicely.
Your minions are winning a battle.
So I know. Oh boy. And we took over a room. Which one would that be? Another library. We don't need it. I wonder if you get all the spells in it if you haven't discovered them yourself as well. Okay, do we have anything imprisoned? No. Okay, let's cancel that spell. And take my vampires out of this. So I'm not sure if a fight will break out if they have to walk the way back. Although of course vampires can teleport, so they don't really have to walk anyway. Come on! Do you want to wrap this up today or not? I think I actually feel better with oh, we lost an imp. We have basically lost an imp there. Yeah, I think it's the fighting that's given us so much trouble. If those creatures go down before the dungeon heart is destroyed, we should be able to imprison them. Let's build a temporary prison here. Get out of this, yes.
You have defeated an enemy keeper.
Well done, creatures, well done. Okay, so... Oh, now it's only Lord of Land standing between me and them. I think this was a mistake with the scripting there. There are a few, we've spotted them. Oh, we might have missed a few as well. What's over here? Something interesting? Maybe. Corners of the map are usually worth exploring. Cast an evil gaze into that. Sadly, this time there was nothing turning up. Okay. In that case, let's go over here. It's a shame the creatures move away now. Let's finish this. This smells like traps. No trap. No trap. Wonderful. We lost the Hellhound as well. Just noticed that there. There you go. Do something. I mean, this is really not a problem now. They're level 2 of all things. I mean, this would be great vampire material as well. You there? Report for torture. Ah, wonderful. We now got all those bodies as well. We could raise those skeletons as well. We only have one hound after all. And we should be able to keep that away from the creatures. Okay, move that over here. What are they drilling into? It sounds like they're doing an unlicensed dentistry up there. You there? Seem to be on full health, so off you go. You're at full health as well, so off you go. And off you go. I'm quite confident they will not actually die, because they're so easy to take over. Okay. Let's take a land, shall we? I want to explore this here as well. This is getting annoying. Can I get this reaper up here? We need to get into a peaceful mood again. Just noticed that. I actually want to grab this one here. And do some exploration. Also, yeah, note that hounds only see, or dogs only see in black and white, so now we are in monochrome view. Another very nice twist, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, very, very interesting detail, in my opinion. Okay, it's a wizarding duel. And we brought Scythe to it. It's 1 warlock very low on health. I have a hard time plucking him out though. It's also not too important because they do heal themselves. Very nice. Scavenger room. Now I believe once those are down, the Lord of the Land will actually appear. And, well, bit of a show, I guess. So yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. It seems they're settled now. Get out of there. Because our first graders are not doing too well here.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, could you stop drilling up there? Crying out loud. Okay. These guys will heal themselves. I want them in my main prison. Okay, one of the warlocks is annoyed, probably because he has nothing to do, and that's still quite a way to walk until he gets food. Could you heal yourselves in another prison? Okay, let's get all of these guys. Didn't we get a female wizard as well? Like a witch or whatever they're called here. Not a fairy though. Apparently we didn't. Maybe we killed her. Doesn't matter. We got wizards to kill. Some level 8 wizards as well. Very nice of them to heal themselves, but not actually try to break out. Where would we find the Lord of the Land? It's probably those guys here. Guess I'll help them. Not like that. Okay, we'll dump them right into the hatchery. I also like training your imps every now and then, but it's usually a waste of time. How are my warlocks doing? Just a bit more. They take a lot of chickens to heal. I could have totally gone with a more Hogwarts-ish approach to the dungeon layout, actually. Like having to try to make 4 big sleeping rooms, lairs. The opportunities. I miss an opportunity there. I admit that. Completely blown opportunity. Who? Why? What? Probably you. Ooh, now he's there. Do we have a boulder trap? We don't. Yeah, let's finish this.
Your creatures are becoming angry.
Okay, let's do this after the payday is done. Payday. No, go to the full treasury, please. Okay, time to cross some blades with the Lord of the Land now. Level 1 Warlock, seriously. If he's still here, he deserves to die. Okay, where's the Reaper? Oh, he's here, beating the living crap out of a giant.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, I do need some of those guys up there.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Look at them tearing through those enemies. Oh, glorious, glorious.
Minions are winning a battle.
Okay, I don't really feel like having a knight around all the time. So you know what? We're kind of strapped for time, so what I'll do here is lock this door, and I'll sacrifice the knight.
Conquer this realm. Some of your minions are unable to reach their lairs.
Okay, so this land is ours. I know I could have turned him or could have done other fun things, but screw it. So this land is ours, just in time to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties we had a bit earlier. Yeah, next stream will be sometime later, I don't know when. My schedule is still a bit all over the place. Also, there are other things set afoot. Plots, deep plots. Yeah, I will tell you when the time is right for that. Anyway, let's claim this land and go to the debriefing.
Harrylin's down. The people enjoyed each other's company so much that they'll be together forever now. We've thrown them all into a big pit and piled tons of rocks onto them. A fitting end, we trust you'll agree.
Very fitting indeed. Okay. Woohoo! So, what's the next place for us?
Woodley Rye. A village of such obscene contentment it's criminal that a horde of undead vigilantes haven't massacred every soul in the place. If there's any justice, this will soon happen, my lord.
Okay, so we have been de-beautifying most of this place already. Let's go in, start the mission, and then cut the stream, as we usually do. You can see we still have this bonus mission there. You seem to have started a trend. 2 other dungeon keepers also have designs of on this dark domain. Expect no quarter from your rivals. They've given us a pretty strong dungeon, so I'm not sure what's going to be expected from us here. Except, of course, winning the game. Let's save the game here. And as usual, we'll end the stream. 0, please. Thank you. Okay. So, we'll get out of this. And yeah, this was today's early stream. With some extra drilling, so... today's stream has about 50% more handiworking in it. Great, go me. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. I will be getting ready for work now and actually buy some food. And then, yeah, next stream is going to be soon-ish, maybe tomorrow. We don't want to see the intro now. So until then, bye. I should start hitting the right buttons for that.